Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the all-forgiving. SubhanAllah, man, there's no thing greater than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His mercy to forgive. So we give praises to Allah for granting us this meeting, and to think that He wrote this in His book 50,000 years before He created us. He wrote this. That this brother from America was going to walk in this place late, and you guys are going to be waiting for him. MashaAllah, tabarakallah, jazakallah khair. Alhamdulillah. And then, of course, we want to give praises on the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for the sacrifice that he made as a human to save us, man. My ummah, my ummah, my ummah. He was worried about his ummah. And the thing about his ummah is, it's us and it's those people outside. All these, from the time he left, from the time he 1400 years ago, until the end of time, is the Prophet's ummah. Right? So it's us who know that we belong to his ummah, and there's those people out there that don't know. So now the thing is that we have to tell the people out there that they belong to the ummah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Instead of being out there, they need to be in here, right? So it's our job to go out and tell them. Because if you don't tell them, they say a drowning man will reach for a leaf. If someone's drowning, you know he's drowning, and there's a leaf that comes, he's going to reach for it because he's going to want to save his life. So what do you think Bubba going to do when he looks behind him, left side, he looks behind him, he sees the hellfire. What do you think Bubba going to do? And Bubba knew you for 20 years and you never said anything about Islam to him. What do you think he's going to do? Ya Allah, I knew him for 20 years. Went to high school together, did everything together. We was friends. He never told me nothing about Islam. It's not my fault. It's his fault. It's his fault. You want something like that on your head on Yom Kiyama? Minjid. You want something like that on your head, man? Shoot, brother, I don't want nothing like that on me, bro. Alhamdulillah, the fact that we do the shahada, we bear witness to ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. We bear witness to that, yeah? But that, my brothers, is only going to get us to the door. It's only going to get us to the gate. We can get to the gate. How you going to get in? How you doing on your hereafter currency? How's your bank, man? How's that bank? Right? They weigh things by, like iron. They weigh iron by tons, right? And they weigh gold by kilograms. And they weigh good deeds by atoms weight. Atoms weight of good deeds. Just the atoms weight of good deeds. So we got to collect that, man. We got to get that together, because when we die, and right, we're all going to die one day. It's going to happen, sure. And if we living too heavy in the dunya, what I'm saying, we got that, we build that nice, beautiful house, right? Two car garage. One for the BMW, and the other one for the Land Rover, right? Those things are cheap. I see everybody got them things, man. Land Rovers, those are cheap cars. Everybody got one. You got one? So everybody seems to got one of those cars, man. I say, whoa. And so, you build this beautiful house, and you got, and mashallah, Allah bless you, with a beautiful wife. And if she's real beautiful, you know what I'm saying? If she's real beautiful, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen in a minute. So after, the thing is, you got all that, but you're not taking nothing with you when you go. When you go, man, they're gonna wrap you up in this white cloth and they'll put you in the ground. In those 2 cars, one's gonna go to your son, and if your wife is really, really beautiful, it's gonna go to another husband, her next, and he's gonna live in your house, right? So he's gonna say, "I'm happy for you." You know what I'm saying? So really, we need to, alhamdulillah, man, we need to live in the dunya, no problem. You know what I'm saying? We need to live in the dunya, but we can't get so involved in it, like we're gonna be here forever, man. Yeah, and we're not. We're not, And when we die, the 2 angels are gonna come to you, right? And they're gonna say, "Min Rabbuk, who is your Lord?" And the man gonna be like, boom! Oh, I like that echo, that's nice. So he's gonna hit you with the hammer, right? Hit the person, not you, he's gonna hit the person with the hammer. It says it's gonna explode, man. Then it's gonna come back together again. It's gonna say, "Min dinik, what was your religion?" Oh man, I knew it. Because my neighbor used to always tell me boom! And last question, head split and come back. Last question, the man gonna say, "Min Rasuluk." Boom! That's a deep piece. So, and you know why they put that R.I.P., rest in peace? That's why they put it there, rest in peace. Ain't nobody rest, unless they on this thing, ain't nobody resting in peace, man. Ain't nobody resting in peace, bro. So they can write R.I.P. everywhere in the graveyard, put flowers and everything else there they want. But unless the brother or the sister who passed away is on this thing that we on, those angels gonna do that. And after they do that, they're gonna just be there and see the hellfire until Judgment Day comes. Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the thing is that we need to get on this thing right. We need to understand this religion the way that the companions understood it, and we need to practice it to the most that we can do. That's all Allah is wanting, because we know that if you intend to do something good, you make the intention to do something good, you get blessings for it, right? And this is what you tell like the non-Muslims. This is something really short and sweet. You can tell them just to get them a little bit interested in Islam. You tell them. And because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala goes off your intention, what you intend to do. What was your intention? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that thing? So we intend to do good for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? We get blessings for it. You intend to do something good and you actually do that deed, you get the blessings for it, double the blessings for it, right? And then you tell Joe, you say, "Joe, look, now not only if you intend to do something good, you get blessings for it, and if you do something, you intend to do something good and actually do it, you get blessings for it. But check this out, Joe. If you intend to do something bad and don't do it, you get blessings for it." Oh, really? Oh, what this, Muhammad? What you telling me, man? What? You mean if I think about doing something bad and I don't do it, I get blessings for it? Yeah. Wow, that's deep, Muhammad. Where you get that from? Where you get that from? You say, yes, this is my way of life. So you just, like we call it going fishing, you just go fishing. You throw the bait out there and roll it in, roll them in, right? And our character, people, they always ask, how do I give dawah? It's your character. How did the Prophet Muhammad give dawah? It was his character. It was who he was, right? He was the El Amin before he received the revelation. He was El Amin. And to prove that, remember the night? Oh, backtrack. Sirah, right? I'm jumping because I got a lot of stuff I want to say, and the time is moving really quick. So and this is my last one. So I really want to give you everything I wanted to say at the other ones I didn't say. So you just stay with me, okay? Just stay with me. Okay. So now I say, I'm talking to a Muslim, and I say, Ahmed. I said, Ahmed, you said you love the Prophet Muhammad? Yeah, I love the Prophet Muhammad. What you think, man? I love the Prophet Muhammad. Sure, I love him. Alayhi salam, I love him. I said, yeah, you do? I said, well, when was the last time you read Sirah? Man, I love him, man. The last time I read Sirah was when I was in elementary school. How you gonna love somebody you don't know? You love somebody because your father said he loved the Prophet Muhammad, so therefore you love the Prophet Muhammad. If you don't know him, how you gonna love him? So we need to read Sirah. I'm not saying as much as we read Quran, because we read Quran every day. Those are the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But we need to read the Sirah to bring him closer to us so that we can really love him. Really love him. And what does it mean to love the Prophet Muhammad? What does it mean to love him? It means that we're going to do exactly what he tells us to do. And not get into this thing, well, come on, man, come on. Well, no, Aki, it's Sunnah. No, it's only Sunnah. What is this only Sunnah? We don't really have to do it, it's only Sunnah. Or then we do, we call Rasulullah lacking. What's lacking? But. There's no but after calling Rasulullah. Where did but come from? What are you talking about but? The Prophet said it, we do it. That's love, man. That's the love that we have to have for him. So that we do what we have to do. One brother, mashallah, and I don't know, one brother asked me a question, and I answered it, but that night when I went to bed, I thought of something else to say to him, and I wish I could have told him. He asked me, because, we cannot enter into paradise with pride. We have to be humble. We have to be. We have to be humble, we have to be sincere. And he asked me, he said, how do we remain humble? The way that we remain humble is we consistent in our good deeds. And we do the right thing regardless of what it is, even if it's against ourselves. If it's against my mama, my daddy, my brother, my sister, even me, we do the right thing. And that's how we remain humble. That's how we remain humble. So the thing was, so we have to learn to love the Prophet and to, he said that you don't really believe until you love me more than you love yourself. That's what he told Ummah. And we know who Ummah was. Ummah was no joke. Ummah was no joke. Boy, he said when Ummah walked down the street, Shaytan walked down the street. When they walked down the street, Shaytan going down the side of the street, man. Now Ummah was, mashallah, tabarakallah. So the thing is that, we want to get, we want to get into this deen. And we want to know, we want to do it the right way so that we can answer those three questions with ease. So we can answer those, when those angels come, you know what I'm saying? When they come, we smile at them and they smile at us. And they say, man, you know, min rabbuk? Allah. Min rasuluk? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Min dinik? Islam. And they say, Ya Abdullah, look where you're going. Ya Abdullah, look where you're going. Right, and you look at paradise, bro. You don't worry about nothing, you just see paradise. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. Shaytan. It's another subject we need to talk about. This joker is understanding him, you can understand how our iman goes up and down. You know, our iman goes up and down. You know, one day, you know, they say you can go to bed, you can wake up a believer and go to bed a disbeliever. And it happens, and it can happen. It's very easy that it happens, you know. Now Iblis, some people say that Iblis was a fallen angel. Angels don't fall. Angels are created of light. Yeah, angels are created of light. And they just do what they're told to do. And there are more angels than we can count the stars. There are more angels than we can count the stars. Right? And then he created the jinn from a smokeless fire. He created the jinn from a smokeless fire. And he created man from dirt, from mud, from clay. And when he created Iblis, Iblis loved Allah. He loved Allah. His worship was so tight. His worship was so tight, Shay. His worship was so tight. His love for the deen, his love for Allah was so tight. He was allowed to mingle with the angels. He was allowed to mingle with the angels. You know? He's allowed to mingle with the angels. How many people do you know that their worship is so tight, their ibadah is so together that Allah allows them to mingle with the angels? So, now when Allah created Adam, Adam was huge, man. He was huge, like maybe larger than this room, from here to here. He was huge. And Allah molded him, and he laid there. He laid there for years he laid there. And Iblis used to walk around him and go through him because he was hollow, and he used to go through him, right? So now, I'm going to rewind again. What's your name, bro? You, what's your name? Huh? Siraj. MashaAllah, that's a nice name. Brother from New York is named Siraj. Imam Siraj, nice brother. All right, I'm going to use you for an example. It's only an example, right? I'm only playing with you, okay? Siraj is the only black man in London. You know London? Where all those white people live at. The one with the blue eyes and white skin, trying to get a tan like us. Allah understand. I can never understand that. Anyway, so my man Siraj, he's the only black man in London, right? So wherever he go, everybody know him, right? Because he's the only black man in London. So everybody know him, right? Siraj, what's up, baby? How you doing? Yeah, what's happening? How you doing? What's going on? Dinner tonight at my house? Yeah, you got dinner, no problem. You know? Siraj is famous. Right? And the people love him because he's a nice person. Right? What's your name, bro? Assad? Now, Assad comes on the scene. So now Siraj said, yo, bro, what up? What you doing here? This is my London, man. You're gonna have to get out of here, right? Because now that jealousy has come into the heart. Let's slip back down to Shaytan now. Shaytan sees Adam laying there, He's trying to figure out, what is this thing? What is Allah going to do with this thing? And now that envy started growing in his heart. And that jealousy started growing in his heart, right? And so you guys thinking about taking another wife, so you know how your wife feels, right? you know how your wife gonna feel. So that jealousy and that hate started growing in his heart, right? Now remember this, he loved Allah, man. And now this starts growing in his heart. And then when Allah blew life into him, he told the creation to bow down to Adam. Of course, the angels immediately, because they do and they obey. They hear and they obey. They all went down. Iblis. No. No, I am not. No. I am not going to bow down to him. You made me a fire and you made him a dirt. I'm better than him. Apartheid. I'm better than him. Apartheid. So tell me Shaytan ain't real. Allah sent him out of paradise. On the way out, he says, Ya Allah, he says, repraise me. And Allah said, okay, you've been of those repraised. He said, good. I'm happy that you appraised me. Because you know this piece of dirt? Let me show you how grateful this dirt is. This piece of dirt ain't worth nothing compared to my love for you, Allah. Wasn't worth nothing. But the thing is, he's good at what he does now. Because he done made a promise to Allah. I'm going to take all these people, this dirt to hellfire with me. And his whisper is strong. His whisper is strong. And you know how strong his whisper is. Because he was able to fool our mother and father from coming out of paradise. Can you imagine being in paradise, man? You just you and your wife, you and your babe, man. Just you and your babe in paradise, man. Whoa, Jack. You know what I'm saying? You got the whole place to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, just you and your babe, man. You know, you guys are kicking it, man. MashaAllah. Orange, I want an orange. The orange comes down, you know, the lion comes over you, pet the lion in the head, you know what I'm saying? You go, whoa, Jack, you know, I done made it. But then, you know, you get this, you know, it says, hey, Adam. Yo, Adam. Go on over to that tree, man. Now, how many trees in paradise? How many trees? Okay, I can't go but so far. All right. How many trees in paradise? 1, 2. I just came from I can't remember that name. MK, what was the name of that place we came, the beautiful road? Zanin. Anybody know Zanin? Maybe I'm not pronouncing it right. Yeah, you know, that beautiful, the Garden State Park, the Garden State Road, right? Beautiful road. Beautiful, right? All those trees. So if there's those trees like that here, can you imagine in paradise, how many trees in paradise? Adam. Yo, Adam? Adam. Hey, I'm talking to you, Adam. What? Go on over to that tree, man. What's wrong with you? You a chicken? What's wrong with you? Go on, Adam, it's okay. And this is a constant whisper, man. When you sleep, it's in your sleep. When you wake up, it's in your mouth. And you know what I'm talking about. We had that desire of something before. Yo, Adam, it's okay. Go ahead. Just go over to the tree. Just go look at the tree. And that tree was way over there. That tree was in New Jersey somewhere. In New York, the tree was in New York. It's so far away. But he managed to get there. And he managed to eat from the tree. But the thing was, Shaytan told him, he said, and Allah told Adam that Iblis is an open enemy. He said, Iblis is he told Adam, Iblis is an open enemy to you. Like he tells us, Iblis is an open enemy to you. What does open enemy mean? What does open enemy mean? I mean, he hates you, boy. He hates you. He don't like you. He don't like the look of you. He don't like the smell of you. He don't like where you come from. He don't like you. And whatever he needs to do, he's going to do it. Because there's no deception, there's only deception in war. And he's going to try to fool you and trick you. You guys, you have roaches here, right? Yeah. So we got them in America too. So, there's roaches everywhere. Like what? So, and you know the little baby roach, the little cute one, the little baby brown roach, right? You know the little brown roach here? What do you think? Cute, right? Isn't they cute? You want to invite it to dinner with you? No, man. You don't kill that sucker, man. See a baby roach in your house, and you're going to kill it, right? Because you know it's going to grow up to be a big roach. And that's how Shaytan feels about us and our children. That's how he feels about us. He ain't got no love for us, man. He ain't got no love at all for us. And what he does is he whispers, man. And his whisper is strong. And the thing is, Shaytan, he's a long-term player, right? He's a long-term player, right? SubhanAllah. Now, see Allah told Adam that Iblis was an open enemy. But Adam came to him and he kept whispering and he said, Wallahi. He's the first one to lie on Allah. He said, Wallahi, I'm a sincere advisor to you. Eat that tree and you'll live forever. Eat from that tree, you'll live forever. Another example, Moses, when he was up on the mountain, right? When he was receiving the commandments, he's up on the mountain. And Allah told Moses, right? He told him, he said, Moses, your people are down there doing something stupid. They done made a calf, and they calling on this calf. He told them. He told them, right? He told him, he said, Moses, that's what your people are doing right now. But when Moses got down and actually saw it, he dropped the tablets, right? He was angry. But he knew it. But it wasn't until he saw it that it became real. And so some of us may say, well, man, if I was there in paradise with my babe and I had paradise, man, I wouldn't have bothered with it. I would have told Shaytan to get out of here, man. I wouldn't have messed up like that. So then I ask you, how many times have we done haram when Allah told us not to do it? How many times? And you know how many times you did it, right? How many times when it's very clear you should not do it, it's haram, but yet we do it. I learned something here in South Africa. I never heard of it before. A restaurant called Halal Friendly. I never heard that before. This is the first time I heard Halal Friendly. So that means you can get halal food with a beer. Allah understand. That's crazy, man. That's straight up crazy, man. I never heard of that before. Talk about halal friendly. You know what I'm saying, man? What's halal friendly? What that mean? You know what I'm saying? Look, we just do what we want to do, man. We just make up anything, and say it's okay. Allah understand. Allah understand. So I'm saying, the thing is, that's why we got to stay on this thing right, man. We got to be on this thing right. It's so important. And going back down to the Dawah, man, we have to, oh my goodness, look at that. I only got 10 more minutes. I got 30 minutes more talk to say. Allah understand. But talking about Dawah, right? It's our character. It's your character that brings the people to the deen, man. And your parents and you know, like your family, they're going to be the last ones to accept Islam. Sure, they're going to be the last ones to accept the deen. From you, anyway. But you pray for them, right? You pray for them, and you do not cut family ties. You do not cut family ties. Even if your father says something stupid to you, right? You know, you go to your sister, you know, and you say, you know, big sister, you know, Deen is Islam is. She said, boy, I used to change your diaper. Are you gonna come talk to me? And then you go to your mother, right? You say, Mom, please, you know, you gotta understand. She said, baby, you came from me, and you're gonna tell me about religion? And you go to your dad, you know what your dad gonna say, get out of here, boy, with that mess, right? So we just pray for them. You know, we pray for them. But we don't cut family ties, man. You know, you call your grandmother, you call your mother, you know, you go by and you see her, you know what I'm saying? And you extra kind to her, because that extra kindness will bring her to the deen, will bring them to the deen. You're just being kind. So the thing is our character has to be right. And I think, actually I had a thought, I was talking about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and to show you that he was really a prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He was really a prophet, right? You remember the night when he was going to leave and he was going to make hijrah, he was going to Medina, right? He told, now this is love. He said, Ali, please, I want you to lay in my bed, and me and Abu Bakr are going to split. We're going to Medina, but I want you to stay in my bed for the night. When he knew there were people outside, right? They were going in, they're going to take him out. Now, if I said that to you, bro, if I said, look, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Some jokers outside going to kill me. I want you to lay in my bed for me. What do you think? What you talking about, fool? Yeah, but Ali did. Ali did it because he loved him. Now, what if they didn't lift? What if they just ran in there and just started stabbing without pulling the cover off Ali's head? SubhanAllah, right? And you know why he left Ali? You know why he left Ali and told Ali to stay behind? Because he had amanat, right? A joke in the daytime, you're talking about, oh, Muhammad, you crazy. You know you crazy, man, with that religion. Man, get out of here, man. You know you crazy. But at night, yeah, Muhammad, you know I was only joking with you, man. You know, here, keep my gold for me, please. Keep my gold for me, please. Hold on to it. I'll get it back later. He had amanat. He had a trust. See, but if it was me, shoot, I would have took that gold with me, man. I would have took everything with me and say, I'm crazy, that's right. You see crazy? Let me show you crazy, right? If it was me, so alhamdulillah, it wasn't me. It was him. He returned the amanah. And that's how we have to be. We have to keep, I call it keep my 2 P's serious. I take my 2 P's very serious. My prayers and my promises. So please, I want you to do the same thing. Take your 2 P's serious. If you make a promise, keep it. And if you can't keep the promise, don't make it. Not even with inshallah on it. Don't do it, because you know that inshallah is just going to be written down as a bad deed against you, because you're just saying inshallah just to say inshallah, inshallah bukra, inshallah bukra. That's the first word I learned in Saudi Arabia. Oh, that's the first word I learned in Saudi Arabia. Inshallah bukra. I said, astaghfirullah, man. Don't be talking about inshallah bukra when you know you're not going to be, you know you're off tomorrow. Why are you going to talk me inshallah bukra? What are you talking about, right? To the point now, I tell my daughter, right, I say, baby, I say, Daddy, we want to go to the park. I say, baby, inshallah bukra. No, inshallah bukra. No, we want to go to the park. We want to go to the park. I said, you know what I'm saying? That's how we use inshallah, and we shouldn't use it like that, man. So if you can't make a promise, if you can't keep the promise, don't make it. So that people will call you truthful. So the people will call you truthful, so that when you do tell them about the deen, they know that you're telling the truth. And if someone asked you to pray, if I say, yo, pray for me, bro, man, I need some help, man. I need some prayer, man. And I think, man, you know, mashallah, man, I see some light coming from you out. I see that, iman. I see that you on this thing, man. You fasting, you doing it good, man. Alhamdulillah, you doing better than me. So I'm gonna say, please, can you pray for me? It's okay to ask people to pray for you. It's all right. You pray for me. Pray for them if they ask you to pray. And I'm gonna tell you now, because my time is up, and I'm gonna say this before my time is up. I'm gonna pray for all of you. And that is a promise. No, I don't know your names, and I won't remember your faces, but I do know this place that I prayed. This is the last, and this is the last place that I'm finishing up my tour. I'm finishing up my tour, reminding this is the last place. So I'm gonna remember all of you, and I promise, when I get back to the Haram, when I get to the Haram, when I get to Medina, I will mention this jealous. And then, you know what? It was the funny thing, you know the funny thing gonna be, right? The funny thing be, Shay? On Yom Kiyama, right? You're gonna look up at the sky, you're gonna see your name like stars, right? You're gonna see your name like stars. You're gonna say, where'd that come from? And the angel gonna point to that little black dot over there. Oh, that's the Amreeki guy that came. Yeah, that's the Amreeki guy that came and talked to me, yeah. MashaAllah, he kept his promise. That's right, I'm gonna keep my promise, inshallah, until I can't pray anymore. Oh, that clock is moving. 7 o'clock, he said, right? Yeah. The adhan is at 7 o'clock? Yeah. All right. You're very kind, you're very generous. Thank you very much. So the thing, okay, we talked about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we talked about Shaytan. Now, my brothers, talking about something that's very, very serious. And I'm talking about, and this is not a racial thing, although it is. Brothers, we need to learn to love ourselves. I come from 300 years of slavery in America. And you know how the slaves got to America, right? You come from 400 years of semi-apartheid, right? And we have psychological damage here. We do. We do. And the way that you can test that, next time you see Chuck, that's the white man. How come I don't see no white people up in here? Where's your Dawah? Islam is the only cure for racism. But we have this damage, you know what I'm saying, where we think less of ourselves because we're not quite white enough. We're not quite bright enough. You know what I'm saying? So to the point that, you know, that we put cream on our face to become lighter. You know, we put blonde. Now what's a sister doing with blonde hair? I don't know no black women born with blonde hair. Now what's she doing dyeing her hair and putting blue contacts in her eyes? What that mean? So we need, we need to learn to love ourselves, bro. Because until we love ourselves, how I'm gonna love you? And the bottom line of going to paradise is what? You want for your brother that what you want for yourself. So how I'm gonna want for you, bro, if I don't even love me, I don't even like me. When I look in the mirror, I look very quickly and I don't even see me. And you say, what's this American talking about? This joker, what are you talking about? Black on black crime. Tell me it ain't high. It's the highest thing here, and the highest thing here, and the highest thing in America. Black on black crime. He ain't nothing but a black one. I can kill him. He ain't nothing. Astaghfirullah till we like. So we gotta learn to love ourselves, so that we can love each other, man. Because we know that, right? Anyone trying to, like I said, La ilaha illallah will get you to the gate. But Allah said, if there's someone that, oh, we got a little princess over there. Assalamu alaikum, princess. How you doing? You doing good? Alhamdulillah. So if someone has this little bit of pride, I'm better than you because. I'm better than you because. So if you have this much pride, your chances of getting to paradise is like trying to put a camel through the eye of a needle. Let me bring it more to home, to a cow, because I know you know cows. It's like trying to put a cow through the eye of a needle. So we got to get rid of that damage that we got in the back of our head. It's so important. It's so, so important that we got to love ourselves. And that way we can spread the deen. And we need to spread the deen to everybody, because this is the cure for racism. So definitely we need to get out to Chuck. That's the white man. We need to get out to Chuck and start telling him, you know, that he's psychological damage too, because they got the superiority complex. And I'm not, you know, I'm not lying. You know I'm not lying. Somehow they got that, see, everybody got damaged from that this episode of history. You know, where they think they're the best things on earth. Allah musta'an. But unless they get on this deen, they're going to see the other side of it. But it's up to us to save them too. You know, it's up to us to save them too, you know. Alhamdulillah. I'm going to end with this because really my time is up. The clock on the wall says that's all. Wow. The last one, Muhammad? Last?
90 days.
Allah, Ya Rabb. Who said a man's not supposed to cry? They lied. Whoever said a man's not supposed to cry, they lied. They lied. You know why they lied, brother? Because men do cry. Because when you wake up at night, Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi. When you wake up at night, brother, and the house is quiet, in that time of tahajjud, that time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descends down and he's saying, oh my servants, what can I do for you? And you taking your problem to the rug. You tell me those tears don't come out. You tell me those tears don't come out. Ya Allah, you can't even get through Fatiha. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. You can't even get through Fatiha because it's so strong. The love for Allah is so strong. It is so serious. So whoever told you a man don't cry, shoot, they lying. They lying to you. Because men do cry. And men are kind. Ain't nothing about, tell me something. I'm sorry, Brother Imam, I'm going to stop in a minute. You tell me, how many gangsters you going to see in paradise? How many tough people, how many gangsters you going to see in paradise? That rap music, that stuff, that foolish stuff, man, that's the Shaytan. Ain't nobody, you ain't loving Allah, and all you thinking about self, dunya, how you gonna get to paradise? Oh, son of Adam, as long as you have hope in me, as long as you have hope in me, and you ask me to forgive you, I shall forgive you, and I shall not mind.
Allah.
I shall not mind. As long as you have hope for me, and you ask me for forgiveness, I will forgive you. O son of Adam, come on, baby, come on. O son of Adam, if you were to sin from the earth up to the sky, anana sama means up. If you were to sin from the earth up to the sky and ask me to forgive you, I will forgive you. O son of Adam, if your sins would be as large as the earth, now this is the nukta, this is the catch, and you call on me, not associating partners with me, if you ask me to forgive you, I will forgive you, nearly as great as it. So please, brothers, there is no sin that you can do that Allah cannot forgive. None. No matter what you do, ask Allah to forgive you.
Yeah.
And you know, Shaytan always, when he comes, you know, he gets you on that, this is my last time. He gets you on that. This is my last time. That's when he gets you. When you're talking about, excuse me, brother, I'm sorry. When you're talking about this is my last time, it's my last time, man. It's my last time. I swear, this is my last time. It's my last time. It's my last time. It's my last time. Don't let the angel of death catch you on your last time. Remember, it's what you do at the last of your life, not what you did before. My last example, and I'm going. Every day you wear your seatbelt, right? Every day you wear your seatbelt, right? Because your daddy told you and your mommy told you to wear your seatbelt, and you've been wearing your seatbelt. Whenever you get in the car, they just click, right? Bismillah, the Bismillah and the click comes at the same time. Bismillah, click, right? Every day. And then the people sit next to you, okay, baby, buckle up. Okay, click. Now, one day, you're almost home, man. Okay, you can see your house. You can see your house there. And you can smell the curry cooking. You can smell it, man. You can smell it. You can smell it, man. You can even taste it, right? Right? And you know you never use your telephone while you're driving, right? You never use your telephone. You never use your telephone while you're driving. But this time, you know your house is right there. You say, I'm home. I'm home. So you unbuckle your seatbelt and reach for the phone, and then, boom, that cookie truck come and hit you. So all those other times you used the seatbelt, did that count this time? No, it don't count. Understand what I said, little buddy? My little prince. You understand what I said? I'm talking to you, son. You understand what I said? You understand what I said? He looked bored. All right, I can understand. I'm gonna get off now. He said, get this guy off. All right, I'm getting ready to get off right now. But did you understand what I said, son? Good. It's real. Alhamdulillah, I've got two little princesses. And you know, please, our wives and our women are queens. And our brothers are kings and princes. Let's remember that. Alhamdulillah. If you appreciate anything that I said, please, go home to your wife or to your mother, your grandmother, that woman that's taking care of you, that loves you, and that you love them. You know, women never get tired of hearing I love you. Even though you be saying, baby, you know I love you. But she want to hear it. You know, you've been married 30 years, you know, you just automatically think she knows I love her. No, but she likes to hear that. The best of you is the one who's best to their wives. And on that, the adhan, I'm off. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, wa astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayk. You guys were fantastic. Thank you for allowing me to stand before you and to remind you about this deen. Thank you. You were great for my last tour, the last of my tour. Ya Muhammad Khan. Thank you, brother. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
To thank Fadilat, the Shaykh Hudaifah for the inspiring talk and the importance of saying on the kalima la ilaha illallah and by others towards the kalima la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Our Quran to serve the long life inshallah and continue the beautiful work. And to thank my special colleague Sheikh Yusuf Hassi and Tawsi who organized and filled us up on the program. Jazakumullah. And we wish inshallah ta'ala the salam journey back to America inshallah ta'ala. And I hope inshallah the next time that we also be on